Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Drop the Tea. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming over to my channel. How is everyone doing today? How's everyone doing? Thank God it's Friday. Oh my God, you guys, I've been so stressed out. Stressed out trying to get my son baby shower together, trying to find a hall. So I didn't come on yesterday because I just was stressed out. I was tired. I was wore out. Right now, it's not a good time to try to find venues and book halls because it's graduation season, and um, and people are having birthdays and things like that. So I was just stressed out. So I finally found a hall and got somebody that's going to decorate it. So I'm happy about that. Oh my God, I was so stressed out. But that's either here or there. I got it done. I just prayed about it and God came through for me. So thank God that I was able to pull it off because my little peanut gonna be here July 17th. So we're gonna do the baby shower June 14th. So that's the date she wanted. So that's the date we got. Um, there was no other date we could do. So June 14th is the day. So I'm so thankful that I was able to get that date. Now I can stop being stressed out because I'm telling you, I was stressed out. Um, but that's me because I was saying I was going to do the gender reveal and the baby shower. So that's all on me. So yes, so I got it done, guys. So now I can breathe a sign of relief. But how is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? Let's see, who do we have? Hello, Linda Gamble. Thank you so much for coming over and getting my channel together. Thank you. I very much appreciate you. Thank you. And you guys, we got to wait for the 10-minute mark. All right, we got the copyright in here. Thank you, Linda. Hit the like button as you guys come in, please, and thank you. Hit the copyright button. Excuse me. Hit the like button as you come in. Happy Mother's Day. Happy early Mother's Day to all the mothers that's in here. All right, let's see here. Hello, Rabbits Running. Hello, Laura C. Jones, my tea sipper. Hello, Committed to the Journey. Hello, Kathy. Hello, I am Missy Misser. Missouri, hello. I hope I'm saying it right. Hello, Venus. Hello. How's everyone doing? Now we got 70 people in here. Are y'all up there in the bushes? What y'all doing up there in the bushes? Y'all come on down and hit the like button and introduce yourself. Hello, Mary Willis, my mod. Hello. Hello, everyone. So we're going to talk about some different things today. We're going to talk about Martell Holt. We're going to talk about Ralph Pittman, and we're going to talk about Destiny. We also going to talk about what is her name? Tiana Taylor. E-Man is trying to throw her in jail. I don't know what's wrong with these men. They go out here and cheat on you. Can y'all see me? Let me make sure y'all can see me. They go out here and cheat on you. Then you give them the divorce that they want. And then it's a problem. Nothing's never good enough. So you dang if you do and dang if you don't. So nothing's never good enough. We also are going to be talking about Sweet Tea. So Sweet Tea and Dr. G getting, we're going to say let go. I don't like to use the word fired. So we're going to say let go. We're going to talk about them getting let go for the show. Let me put this light on here. Let me put my light on. We're going to talk about them getting let go from the show. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to talk a little bit about RHOA and a little bit about basketball wives and about Drew. Baby, I knew it was something up when Drew did not want those divorce papers unsealed. Now, you know everybody be talking about Drew is a big liar. She lied all the time. And baby, they did not tell no lie on Drew. Drew was talking about she was trying to protect Ralph. No, boo boo, you was trying to protect yourself. You didn't want us to know about you took out that six-figure loan on that house. And Ralph wanted everybody out here to know she took out that six-figure loan on that house. You know, you know, I understand sometimes we gotta fake some stuff until we make it. I do understand it. So I'm not gonna say that. But just the stuff that she's been out here doing is just reckless. Baby, you know, again, did your mama teach you anything? Your mama ain't teach you nothing? You gave this man 40%? 40%, Drew? Really? So it seems like he's been on a come up ever since he met Drew. I don't know if it was love in the air or was he after the money? Because there's no manager that gets no 40% of nobody income. Drew gets 60% and he get 40%. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Where do they do that at? Who gives a manager 40% of their income? Who? So Ralph has been on the come up with Drew, baby. Ralph has been on the come up. Now, I can understand 20, 25, something like that. But 40%, Drew? Girl, baby, bye. When does this contract between you and him end? Girl, he must have laying pipe. There's no way. And baby, I don't care if he was laying pipe. There's no way I'm giving no manager no 40% of my business. I'm not, no. So whatever Drew makes, he gets 40%. Girl, bye. Mm-mm. Another person. Lights are not on upstairs. Lights are not upstairs. Elevator do not go to the top. Short of a fucking six-pack. Short of a six-pack. There's no way. There's no way, no how. Mm-mm. But I always thought Drew was a little on the slow side, you know. And she got on Real Housewives of Atlanta, so she would kind of try to step her game up. But before then, Drew was on the slow side, you know. She used to dress like it. And once she got up on the Real Housewife of Atlanta and started hanging out with, you know, these girls, you know, she didn't, you know, step herself up, but it might be a little bit too late. And then another thing, you don't mess with where you got to lay your head at, Drew. Why would you take out a six-figure loan on that house and then stop paying it at? Your kids got to stay there. Or what? Or did you have other plans? Have you been making other plans? You know, what is it? What is it? Girl, baby, bye. No, no ma'am. Mm-mm. No, not happening. Mm-mm. I don't know. I don't think the elevator is going all the way up to the top of the roof. I do not. We're almost at the 10-minute mark here. All right. So let's get the housekeeping out the way. Everything I say on my channel is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. All things said on my channel are alleged and in my very own opinion and for entertainment purposes only. Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, there is an allowance for fair use of copyrighted material for such purposes as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research and learning. Fair use, fair use, fair use. All right, everyone, welcome over here to my channel. Drop the T. How is everyone doing? Now, how many likes we got here? Hello, TNTG Mom. Hello, hello. Hello, Chanel Monet, my T Silver. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Donna. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone day is going great, Vanessa. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Mama Bees. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Purple Queen. Hello, Venus. Hello, Brittany. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Purple Queen. Do you have migraines? Because I have migraines, so that's why my head hurts a lot. I have migraines. Let me look for my phone. I have migraines. But yet, if it's been hurting like that since Wednesday, you need to get that checked out. I hope all is well. Hello, Lori Smith. We're going to keep you in our prayers, Purple Queen. Hello, Point 84. Let's see here. Okay, we're going to talk about that, Linda Gamble. We're going to talk about that. Ralph stealing all of her money. He got what he deserved. Okay. Wasn't in her home that she owned. She couldn't take out a loan if the home is in both names. I am confused who actually owns it. Okay, we're going to talk about it. Okay. So, I've been on these YouTube streets. So, yeah, if y'all know who Red Wine is, she's a attorney as well. So she had all the paperwork up. Shout out to what is her name? Red Wine. What did she play? She was in. I forgot. I know she was on one of these shows. I think it was a dating show. But her name is Red Wine something. But shout out to her. She pulled up all the paperwork. Okay, guys. And there's a reason why Drew wanted the court records sealed, guys. Because she didn't want everybody to know that she had been lying. She said that she didn't want the court records open because it would hurt Ralph. But in reality, it was going to hurt her. So, what had happened is Ralph is her manager. She signed a contract where she gives Ralph, she gets 60%, and Ralph gets 40% of anything she earns. Listen what I'm telling y'all. She gets 60%, and Ralph gets 40%. He's her manager. Who in their right mind will sign a contract like that? Okay? So then they had y'all know about the LLC, right? So Ralph was taking care of all the money and all the books. Ralph filed all their tax papers. Ralph has a spreadsheet of everything they bring in, including his as well. Ralph makes $200,000 from being an IT guy. He has a spreadsheet that he put all of his income on. And then I guess by him being Drew's manager, I guess maybe he gets the other $200,000. So altogether, Ralph makes $400,000. He has a spreadsheet. It's in the court documents. So that's why Drew did not want those court documents open, because everybody would see that she was lying. Okay? So what happened is Drew and her attorney closed the LLC down that all the money went into and opened a new LLC in Chicago, where Drew is from, and one in LA, right? Ralph was responsible for paying all the bills and everything. So, come to find out, Drew went to some high interest loan place and took out a loan on their house, and their house is at risk of going into foreclosure. Ralph just found out about that. That's why Ralph is hot. That we don't know how she did it, but she did it because both of their names are on the house or somewhat. Are supposed to be on the house. But Drew was able to take out a six figures on their house. They would add insult to injury. This is why they say Ralph is hot. She defaulted on the loan, so their house is in risk of going into foreclosure. Not only that, Drew was also filing for unemployment. She got $4,000 in unemployment. So I guess she was going through some hardship, through some hard times. So she borrowed, so she got unemployment, Ralph said, $4,000. That's all in the itemized statement of what he makes, what she brings in. And he said, like on the low end, Drew brings in about $50,000 if she doesn't have any work. But she brings in a lot of money when she's working. Okay. So Ralph is upset that she closed out those bank accounts because he wants his cut. He's the manager. Drew signed him as her manager. So whatever Drew gets, he's supposed to get his 40%. So that's why when they were at that luncheon, brunch, whatever, SHAMEA and Porsha, that's why he was asking SHAMEA, does Drew still work for Naked Here? Because he's trying to take all this to his lawyer because he's the manager. He wants his 40%. It's all in the court documentation. So Drew must have realized how dumb that was to sign on the dotted line to give somebody 40% a manager. Now, we understand maybe 20%, something like that. Not no fucking 40%. And it's not saying how long how long Ralph is going to be her manager. I don't know if it has a date. We don't know if it has a date on there. Simone Redwine. Shout out to Simone Redwine. We don't know if it has a date on it, but we do know that. So she was getting unemployment. She took out a 6-figure loan against their house and it defaulted. Ralph, all along, they said, has had an itemized statement of what he brings in. So he brings in about 200,000 from the IT, and I guess the other 200,000 that they count is from him being Drew's manager. So it was never that Ralph didn't show his income. He showed his income. Drew was lying again. So Ralph is more or less, to me, what it sounds like. What man would want to take 40% from their wife? Why would you want to take 40% of your wife's income, sir? Why? Don't no person who got a manager pay them no 40%. So it seemed like he was on the come up when he met Drew. Because y'all know Drew has been out here in these streets acting for a long, 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 long time. So I think Ralph seen that as a come up and got Drew to sign that she would give him 40% because she's the manager. Because he's the manager. I don't know what bird brain would do some mess like this. I don't know, guys. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Have y'all ever heard of a manager giving 40% of somebody's income? Hello, Karen. You said she's going to be like Mary J. Blige. She's going to have to give him some money at the end. Yes. Yep. So that's why Drew did not want those court filings open. Now, you got to fake it a little bit till you make it, but don't be out here buying Balmain this, Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton, all this shit, and your affairs not in order, ma'am. And you the one that took out a 6-figure loan to keep up with the Joneses, with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. No, ma'am. You don't play with your house like that. You don't take out no loan on your house and you're not gonna pay for it. Now, if you plan on not being there, you don't give a shit, then that's another story. If you didn't found you another place, or you buy another place, then that's another story. So that could be another reason why Drew locked her. Why Ralph locked her out of the house. That could be another story here. Let's see here. Let me see here. pretty much just asked for the same thing besides didn't Ralph purchase that house while Drew was on a girls' trip place. Yes, but y'all know a lot of states are marital property states. So even if she's not on there, she's still the wife. I don't know. Now you know these high interest loan people, they got ways around stuff. These like I want to call it like a how can I put it? These loan sharks. They got ways around stuff. Because I said the same thing. If both of their names are on the house, how was it that she was able to go out here and take a second mortgage out on this house without him knowing it, without his signature? Just saying. Um, you said Drew should have kept her own house? Yes, he should have. Let's see what y'all saying. Hello, Carolyn, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, you're welcome, Purple Queen. Take care of yourself. Yes, those migraine headaches are no joke. Earlier, I had one as well. I take medication for my migraines. I take some at night to try to, calm them down to prevent me from having them the next day. So those migraines ain't no joke. And sometimes the medication don't work, and I do have to go to the hospital and get treated for it. I have to get an IV, and it's something they give you called a cocktail. Sometimes my migraines don't go away. I have to go to the hospital, and they give you an IV. It's called a cocktail for your migraines. So I understand, and I'll be dreading to go. But if my headaches don't go away, I go right onto the hospital. They give me an IV, and they give me some medicine. They say they call it a cocktail. And once they put it, the IV in my arm, and about 10 minutes, I start to feel better. Hello, Cam. Hello, Terry. Terry Gay. Simone, ready for love. Yes. Well, what did she lie about? She lied about that. She said that she wanted the court papers sealed because it would affect Ralph. She said it was a lot of stuff in the court and the divorce paperwork that would affect Ralph. She said that the producers asked her in her confessional. They said, "Are you trying to hide?" They asked her in a confessional. They said, "Are you trying to hide something? The reason you want the divorce filings sealed?" She said, "No, I'm trying to protect Ralph." They said, "Trying to protect Ralph for what?" She said, "For what's in the divorce, what's in the divorce paperwork." So all along, she was not trying to protect Ralph. She was trying to protect herself from it getting out that she took that loan out on that house and it went into default, and their house is at risk of going into foreclosure, and that she was getting that $400 of unemployment. She got $4,000 in unemployment, and then also the fact that Ralph is her manager and that he's getting 40% of her income. I don't think she want that out. I didn't think she wanted that out. I wouldn't want that out because you look like a motherfucking fool, Drew. You look like a POD plum fool. Who do you know is giving a manager 40%? Nobody. So she didn't want that to get out. About that loan, about she's getting unemployment, and about Ralph is her manager and he gets fucking 40%. There's no fucking way. Mm-mm. You won't eat off of me. Yep, she was on Ready to Love. You said he paid the bills with her money. Well, this is the thing. Drew was not always didn't really have money like that. That's why she was getting unemployment, because she would be in between jobs. And Ralph had everything notarized. Excuse me, he had everything on a spreadsheet. He did paid all the bills, and he had everything labeled. He had so many spreadsheets that he could show their income, their bills, and everything. So the low end for Drew was like 50,000. If she didn't have any, if she wasn't filming anything or doing anything like that, he said that was the low end that she would get. He said, but by him being an IT, he worked from home, so he made over $200,000 a year. Trish K10 said Drew is a dum-dum. Yes. Her and Jennifer, Rashida, and yeah, they need to meet up for brunch. Hello, Linnell. Hello, hello. She took out a lot of money. They're not saying the actual number, but they said it was a lot of money that Drew took out on that house. Because the house was worth $2 million, I think, something around there, 2 or 3 million. So she took out a healthy loan, a healthy high interest loan at that, on that house, and then defaulted within a couple of months. Yes, she's living beyond her means. I'm glad she did take out her equity, and I hope she put it away. Now he's gonna have to move out the basement and sell the house. She will have to pay him from the sale if it sells. Okay, we can look at it that way too. Committed to the journey that she took her equity out. Okay, we can look at it that way. That's a that's the way that we can look at it. That she took her equity out the house. But my part is where I'm saying she lied at. She said she lied. She said what I'm saying she lied at was the part where she said she was trying to protect Ralph. But in reality, she was trying to protect herself. And they said the judge is not too happy with this. And they trying to figure out how was she able to take out this loan without Ralph not knowing. Hello, April, Nicole. You said a manager's only supposed to get 10%, Linda. I know, that's what I'm saying. He took advantage of Drew. He get 40% of wherever she get money from, he get 40%. That's why I say I don't think all the lights are on upstairs. There's no way. 40%? No, ma'am. She wants Ralph out the house. That's why she defaulted? Okay. Hello, Roblox player. 93 likes and 138 in the chat. Thank you. Right, it's like 20%. Well, honey, Ralph get 40. He's special. Because they got married, guys, within 6 to 8 months of knowing each other. Hello, CC. Drew's been working her tail off while he's collecting 40% of everything, and he's out here golfing with Martell, who was Drew's manager pre-Ralph. She should have had her LLC before then. Yes, that's just wild. 40%, and I don't think it's no end date on there for when with the contract of when he's going to stop being her manager. I don't think it's an end date on there. So by Drew changing those accounts, she's going to get the judge is going to be pretty upset with her about her changing them accounts, because he's supposed to get 40%. He's the manager. He has the contract. He can bag it up. As a man, as a husband, why would you want to take 40% of your wife's income? Just saying. This is wild. You said, now I see why Drew lives at Ralph when he screams, he pays the mortgage. He pays it with her money. What in the fresh hell? That's what I'm saying, CC. Drew fronting for the cameras. Yep. Hello, Ophelia. Hello, hello, hello. Maybe she took the loan, didn't pay it to force a sale. That could be true as well. 103 likes, 175 in the chat. Can we please get the likes up, please? And thank you. It don't cost nothing. You're over here anyway to give a thumbs up, guys. It don't cost nothing to give a thumbs up. You're over here anyway. Even if you want to give a thumbs down, you can do that as well. But this keeps me in the algorithm. Make sure that migraine isn't high blood pressure. Yeah, she's at the hospital now getting looked at. That's another thing. And then I have high blood pressure myself. I can kind of feel when mine's going up, so I make sure I take my meds. Yeah, that's another thing. You haven't seen all the court documents yet. Well, we shall see. You said I would have fired Ralph a long time ago in writing. Okay. You said she should have taken a loan out of her money. Okay. You said Kelly Clarkson had to sue her husband for getting her money back. Yeah, a lot. Look, let me tell y'all something. Y'all, they talking about women are gold digger. There's a lot of gold digging men out here as well. Hello, Monique. Hello, hello. I don't know how she got to be so native either. You said he was stealing her money. Okay. 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 Let me see. You said he should have been. Let's see. 118 likes. Thank you, Chanel Monet. Thank you. $200,000 a year. $200,000 a year is a lot to me, but hey, go. No, it's not 200 a year. It's 200,000 a year. She took. Okay. I think Ralph used Drew. To me, that's what I think. I think because they got married within 8 months. He knew Drew was out here popping. She was acting. Drew been out here acting for a long time. So I think he used her. And you're right. I do. I think he used her. So I don't know how long she have had that she has him as a manager. I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know how long she signed him as her manager or if she can fire him soon. Because there's no way nobody should be taking no 40%. And Ralph think his ass is slick. That's another thing. That's how she feed her kids and take care of her kids. So why would you want to take 40% of her income? I don't blame you. Hello, thank you, April Nicole, for the 9.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about this, guys. Let's just okay. We're gonna put a dart in it for a minute. You said she can fire him. Yes, thank you very much, Nicole, for supporting the channel. I very much appreciate it. Now let's talk about this, guys. Would you give okay, if your husband was your manager, would you give him 40 or 50% of your income? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat, would you give your husband, your significant other, 40 or 50% of your income if he was your manager? Chanel Monet said no. Okay. Linda R says no. No, never. Your husband? No. Did you know? Hello, with the roll. Hello, did you know with roll? Welcome, welcome. I'm talking about your husband, your significant other. Linda R says no. Trish says no. Brittany, nope. Monique, no. Committed to the journey, no. Patricia T, no. Okay. Okay, yeah, I said no. But I think Drew was trying to look at it another, I don't know. I just, some people who get married, they be in love and stuff, they just, you know, they just, I don't know. If there's a lot of women like, well, he my husband, he gonna be my manager, so he have to have money too. But I've heard of the 10, maybe even, I would say the highest that I heard people take for a manager, maybe the highest I heard is 20%, but never 40. Never 40. And for it to be your husband, why did he have to have a percentage? Y'all share the money, right? Why did he need a percentage? Why did he need a contract? Just saying. Hello, Judy. Hello, hello, hello. Why would your husband need a contract to be your manager? But like I say, people say this is business. Okay, okay. I would start signing eyeing then. I would start signing eyeing right then. When you talking about signed paperwork and all this stuff, I would have started signing eyeing then. Let me see what you guys are saying. Drew had front seat with Mel and Tail divorce. She should have been 2 steps ahead of games. Conehead was going to be planned because when you're married is a good is good, but divorce brings the ugly out of people. Right. Love doesn't mean you have to be stupid. How many times have we seen this play I put in the industry? You right about that, CC. I'm hiring someone outside the house to keep our house sane. Okay, committed to the journey. I heard that. Even if I was married, it still would be a no. Okay, Monique. It was her manager. They always needed a contract. He was her manager. They always needed a contract. But see, this is another thing. I don't like to mix business with pleasure because when things just, to me, what if things go break bad like they are now? And y'all see what happened with Wendy Williams and Kevin Hunter. He trying to sue her, even though she gave him alimony and everything. She settled with him and everything. He's trying to take her back to court to reopen up the marriage, to try to say that he wants the marriage reopened, talking about Wendy was hiding money. Her friend told him that she had some money in another account. So he wants their marriage open back up. The marriage case open back up. And then Whitney said it best. When they get ready to get a divorce, she said he had to be fired. She had to fire him. So only did she divorce him, she said she made him unemployed. So she said she would never do that again because she had to fire him and she also made him unemployed. Just saying. Hello, Angela. Hello, hello, hello. Because just think about it. If she has to fire him, just like Whitney said, they're gonna have a divorce and he's losing his marriage. We're gonna get into that about Martell too. Hello, Renee. Let's see here. He said, I wouldn't want 40% of his income. Now, if we started a business from the ground up and we both contributed, then 50-50 split if we divorce. Okay, I can see that. He gonna hit these home cooked. He gonna hit these home cooked meals and cakes that I bake from scratch, honey. Honey, be quiet. He's sitting right next to me, y'all. The same thing happened to Latoya Luckett. Again, prime example. The same thing happened to her. Just think about it. You give him 50% of your business, and y'all break up. Him and the new woman will be living up on your hard-earned money. Mine ain't getting 1%. Patricia saying he not getting 1%. Don't let Ralph play in y'all face. He was using that girl. I believe that. Point 84. I believe that because they were married and pregnant all within 1 year. Married, dating, married, and pregnant all within 1 year. So I believe that. Kelly Rowland made her husband her manager, but ended up firing him. However, they are still together. Good for Kelly. Good. She probably seen something. Remember when Drew wanted Ralph to adopt her older son and he wouldn't? Then he wrote a book about being a stepfather. She should have known better to let him be her manager. Right. We're going to talk about that in a minute. We got 127 likes, 190 in the chat. Can we please get the likes up, please, and thank you. Now, let's talk about Martell here. Now, I told y'all, I think, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only, I think that Carlos King is behind these AIs. And they mainly are about Martell. Do y'all think that Carlos King is trying to keep Martell's name in these YouTube streets, trying to keep them in the algorithm? Now, from 5 different content creators, it was put out there that Martell was in a car accident. So, if there's any AIs right channel, where did they get that Martell Holt was in a car accident? Now, I looked myself, and even I was over there on Diana Rose. Shout out to Diana Rose's page. Shout out to her as well. I looked. There was no car accident reported for Martell. I looked myself. I looked the same place she looked, Huntsville, and Alabama. Excuse me, Huntsville, Alabama, and Atlanta, where he can't fly nowhere. He ain't got no money, so that's the next best thing. Also down south, I looked in Jackson, Mississippi, for any car accidents with his name in it. Any car accident, there was no car accident. Now, AI feeds off of the algorithm of what's going on out here in these YouTube streets. Somebody has to be giving AI this information for it to keep going on. There's about 6 to 7 channels that are talking about this accident. Where did it come from? Who? But the thing is, somebody is trying to keep us talking about Martell. Somebody is trying to keep Martell Holt in the algorithm. Who could that be, guys? Who? Y'all know he ain't smart enough to do this. He ain't smart enough to do this, guys. There's no way. Allegedly. And for entertainment purposes, I believe it's CK. I believe CK is after all of these Love and Marriage Huntsville and these AI channels to keep Love and Marriage Huntsville in the algorithm and to keep different cast members in the algorithm. Because we know Martell ain't going to be out here on these YouTube streams or Instagram consistently to keep himself in the algorithm. He's not going to do it. He doesn't have the brains to do it. You know, he can't do it. So what better way than to come up with, oh, he was in an accident, because everybody going to talk about it, right? Where did AI get it from? Just saying. Donna Rose said she looked, checked all over to see was he in an accident. I even looked myself. I even took it a step further. I know he liked to go gamble in down south, like in Mississippi and things like that. So I checked to see was any accident in Mississippi, any accidents in Jackson. There has been no accidents. So where did they get this from that Martell Holt was in an accident? Somebody had to be feeding AI. AI didn't make this up by itself. Now, what AI does is, right, they take a little bit of the information that's going around and they make videos from it. So where, who, and when did this accident start going around? Somebody had to do it. Somebody. So what better way than to keep his name out here and to keep us as content creators talking about him? Is to put some drastic out here. Say he was in an accident. Then we're going to talk about it like I'm talking about it. Now, AI has picked up on it and they've made all type of videos. Other content creators are talking about it. But who is behind the AI? Who? My guess is Carlos T. Allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. He is behind all of this. So what's the end game, guys? What's the end game with Ralph, Destiny, and Martell? Because Martell is the leader. Martell is the leader of all this. Martell then gave the game to Ralph. He then gave the game to Destiny. All of them is following the leader, which is Martell. Martell, believe me when I tell y'all this. Martell is going to keep on dragging the RP case and the child custody case for as long as he can, until either the DA or the judge or these lawyers step in and do something about it. He gonna keep on with the games. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. That's my fan. Sorry, Tay. This is all a game to Martell. These are what narcissist people do. This is a game to Ralph, to Destiny, and to Martell. But Martell created the game because he's the leader. He's the leader. And he done told all of them how to play the system. This is a game to them. They don't take none of these court dates serious. They don't care about spending no money. They'll go find some type of, penny ante lawyer. Don't pay them that much just to bring them into court, right? Then he'll tell the judge that he need more time, he new to the case. Come back, you ain't got no lawyer. You cannot go to trial or anything without no lawyer, right? So this is a game to them. So they're gonna keep doing this back and forth until the judge, the DA, or these people lawyer do something about it. Narcissists, they feed off of your energy. They want to drain every piece of you until you give in to them. That's what they feed off of. If they feel that they don't ain't getting to you, they're gonna keep on trying to do everything they can till they drain you, till they drag you down to the ground. And with Destiny, Martell, and Ralph, right now they see Melody, Barrett, and Drew are not breaking right now. They see they not breaking, and that burns them up. That's burning them up. That none of them is not breaking. It's burning them up. Ain't nobody giving in, and they love it. They gonna keep on playing the game with this court system. This is all a game. And I've been look, and I wouldn't now. I don't know if you know Eamon, which is Tiana Taylor's ex-husband. He's doing the same damn thing. Maybe Martell been talking to him. He's trying to have Tiana Taylor thrown in jail, talking about she violated the court order. So who does that sound like? Martell Holt. So I don't know if all maybe it's four. Maybe Eamon didn't get in on it. Now you didn't want Tiana Taylor. You mad because she out here with some other man. Now you're mad about that. So now you're trying to have her thrown in jail. So hey, maybe all four of these people are linking up with each other. He's doing the same thing that Martell is doing. This is a game to these people. These narcissists, this is a game to them. They want to break you down until you just say, the hell with the case. Just whatever. Give them whatever they want. That's what they want. They want you to give in to them. They're going to keep on going and going and going until they break you. Like I said, I don't know if Eamon know Martell. He might know Martell. I don't know. Because this is crazy. When have you ever known that these men is trying to do this? This is ridiculous. They want you to give in to them. That's what they're hoping for, that you give in. Because if you keep going back and forth to court, some people that they'll get drained and tired. They want you to give in. This is what all three of them is doing. Now we know. Well, they say Ralph make $200,000, and then with Drew income is $400,000 a year. Okay, so let's just say this. We know Destiny ain't got no money to keep going back and forth to court with. Destiny haven't even paid the $1,200 for the guardian life. She didn't even show up at court. Who does not show up for a court date when it's got to do with custody of a kid? Or the things that you have not been doing? Nobody does that, right? So it got to be something to this. So Martell has to be feeding these people information. So did she call in and call the court and say something going on with her dad? For her not to show up? She's been showing up at every other court date. Why all of a sudden now she don't show up? She's been showing up at every other court date. They've been showing up. Hi, okay, guys, I do apologize. I'm back. Okay, so any other time, Destiny has to come to court. So all of a sudden now she don't have to come to court. Destiny has been coming to court. Destiny has been coming to court. Destiny has been coming to court. I have never knew a time when Destiny didn't have to come to court. In my personal opinion, I have never ever heard of Destiny not having to come to court. But everybody is entitled to their own opinions over here. We can agree to disagree. Hello, my sweet. No, she has not paid LeBerick that 9K. She appealed it. She wants to go back to court after the judge already ruled that she has to pay LeBerick that money. But you know, she got this from the leader. Martell is the leader of this because he still has not paid Melody her lawyer fees. He ain't paid. You know, the last time he went to court, he's supposed to pay Melody for her lawyer fees. He still ain't paid Melody for her lawyer fees. So he's telling Destiny this crap, but she can go to court. That's why she's going to court to try to appeal this. She wanted to open back up because y'all know when they divorced, they had to pay half of the child medical bills and then those HOA fees and things like that. She did not pay it, so that's why the judge is making her pay it. So now she's trying to go back to court and get it back open. For what? You were supposed to pay these fees. But see, this is the thing. This is what people got shit fucked up at. You got money to fly all over town, all over state to go see Stormy at these TikTok lives, but you ain't got money to pay, even get on a payment plan to pay LeBerick, or the money for the guardian life, or money to get your own place. Your situation is fucked up. Then I don't know. They said she have on knockoff designer stuff, and she do have it on. But if you buy it, and I don't know that, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. I don't know if you're doing it. But if you is, you need to get your shit together. Allegedly, she got a roommate or she lived with her dad. You need to be able to get your own house for you and your child. But no, you flying all over the country, all from state to state to Stormy TikTok lives. No, ma'am. I would not be doing that. Anytime somebody having a party, you flying all over there, going there when your shit ain't even together. Then she said her dad's so sick. But every court date, you dragging your dad to every damn court date. So your dad ain't that sick. If you get locked up, you're dragging your dad down there to the jailhouse. So your dad ain't that sick. Just saying. Just saying. Look, all of them, look, like I said, I don't know if Martell know Eamon, which is Tiana Taylor's ex-husband, but all of them is playing games here with this court system. They playing with the kids, they playing with the court system. I'm telling you, they want to keep going back and forth to court, back and forth to court. Now, Melody got good lawyers. LeBerick got good lawyers, right? Destiny and Martell now, they keep getting different lawyers. So they allegedly could just be getting, these little rinky-dink lawyers not paying them that much just to come to court for them for that one hearing, and then they gone, and then they up to find somebody else. This is a game to the narcissist. All three of them on there are narcissists. Now, I'm not saying that Drew ain't wrong, don't have to fall on the blame, but I think Ralph is a blame too. Yes, Drew took out that loan on that house. Okay. Yes, she did do that. Maybe she's trying to get her equity out the house. Okay. I feel you on that. But you lied and told us that the reason you want the court documents open because you said it will hurt Ralph. That's the part I'm talking about. She lied about, y'all. That's the part. Now, hey, if you want to take out the loan to get your money out the house and let it go on foreclosure, that's on you, Drew. Nobody can tell you what to do about that. But you should have peeped game from Ralph when he asked for 40% as a manager. Now I don't know if you can fire Ralph. I don't know if there is something in the contract or what have you. But in my opinion, you should be able to fire a manager. And I don't know why you have not done that. I don't know why. Just saying. Ralph should have been gone. Hello, Smart Cookie. They have not paid that money. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Destiny do not have the money to pay LeBerry. She don't even have the money for the garden lighting. So if she don't have the 1,200 for the garden lighting, where is she gonna get the 19K from? Just saying. Just saying, y'all. What if she don't have the 1,200 for the garden light? Where is she supposed to get 19 or 20K from? Just saying. Hello, Stacy Bell. You said the court system in Philly. Let me see. You said the court system in Philly would have been done with these cases already. A bunch of darn brokies. Right, right. I've never seen them like this. That for it to go on and on. I've never seen them like this. So what's the end game here, y'all? What y'all let me know in the chat. What is the end game with these court cases? Do y'all see an end in sight? What is the end here? What is there going to be an end? Do y'all see an end in the future here at all? Or are we just going to keep going back and forth to court? Because from what I'm looking at right now, I don't see no end, y'all. And I'm just being honest with y'all. Let me know in the chat. Do y'all see an end for this right here? Do y'all see an end for LeBerick and Destiny? Do y'all see an end for Martell and Melody? Do y'all see an end for Drew and Ralph? Because he's starting to play the same game that Martell and Destiny playing. How long can you be wrapped up in court with this? Is there a time frame or there's no time frame for to keep going back and forth? Alabama seem to don't care. Maybe they just want the money because up here in Wisconsin, like you said, Philly would have been down with. They're not gonna keep on going back and forth. They got stuff to do. So I don't know if Alabama like this where they get the money, but I don't know. But I don't see an end game here. I don't. These court cases been going on almost 2 years. I don't see an end game. You said, but in all honesty, I don't see no end game, y'all. I don't know. In all honesty, it's clear who is keeping these people to the deplorables relevant. At least they think so, and they are. They've got the hoops with Hollow Queen. Okay. The hardest working. Happy Mother's Day. Yes, happy Mother's Day again to all the ladies in the chat. You said Destiny better get a 9 to 5 saying paper or plastic. No, I don't see an end for any of them because now we have to wait until August for both. Right, I don't see no end. Hello, Asante Queen. Hello, hello. They rescheduled the child custody too. Y'all know once the RP is rescheduled, then Melody rescheduled the child custody. I don't see no end. I don't see no end, y'all. I don't see no end to this madness. I don't see no end. I don't see no end to what's going on. I don't. I don't think that I don't I just think they're gonna keep playing because the court system keeps letting Martell get away with all this shit, and this is what it is. So I don't see it in y'all. I don't see no end to this. Did Carlos announced that the Lord Martell not coming back? Nope, not that I heard of. I just I just I just don't see no end to none of these cases. Because this is the thing, y'all. Where is Destiny gonna get $19,000 from? Where is she if she can't even get the 1,200? Where is she gonna get the 19,000? And Martell, I think Martell supposed to pay Melanie attorney fees, which is about a year or two ago. I think that was what $8,000 that he was supposed to pay. So if he can't even pay that, right? What is supposed to happen here? Where are they gonna get the money from? If they cannot pay this money, so is there any jail time that they supposed to do if they don't pay? Because I haven't heard that one time and seen that one time in the court papers. If they don't have 1 second, guys, give me 1 second. All right, guys, I'm back. I do apologize. Hello, Helena. Hello, hello. The Alabama court system is as backwards, shaking my head. I've never seen nothing like this. That's why I said I don't think we're gonna get no end. It's gonna, I think it's gonna boil down to, if I'm wrong, I'll come back and say it. Somebody, I think they waiting for somebody to break to just say the hell with it. I think this is what they trying to make it come down to. They want somebody to break down because this could wear on your mental and your health that you got to keep on going back and forth to court, and then it's time consuming and it's money. So I don't know. I just ain't never seen nothing like this before. I've never seen a court system that keeps letting somebody postpone, postpone, postpone. I thought if you can't keep a lawyer, they supposed to give you a public defender. That's all I'm saying. Then if the people can't pay what they weigh, you're gonna do jail time. If you don't come up with this money, it needs to be something put in effect here. If you don't pay this by such date, you're gonna do 6 months in jail. I bet you they'll put some fire under their ass under their feet then. But there's no consequences for these people not doing what they're supposed to do. If Destiny could fly all over the place, buy all these knockoff designers, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only, and Martell claimed he got a Fendi jacket, why can't you pay the monies that the court have told you to pay? So something's gonna have to be done. This makes no sense to me. Let me see here. You said if the courts don't don't resolve, Mel will continue moving forward regardless. She isn't going to back down to that clown. Her life will continue, in my opinion. Okay, I don't think Mel will back down though, but some of these other ones might. Terry. Somebody gotta do something. Honestly, Ralph could be lying as well because he is a computer with, or should I say, it with, and he can change anything. Like I believe he helped Martell trying to hack Neil's phone. Now I believe that, but I'm just going to say alleged, and for entertainment purposes only. I believe that. And Philly, you pay child support. You pay your child support. They lock you and take income tax return. You get not a student loan or housing. Oh wow! Well, they need to put that everywhere. You said you barely come out to play, Helena. Don't hold your breath if you are waiting for callers to announce the show won't be returning. He's too prideful for that. Yeah, I don't think he will do that. Do y'all see that? I was just on the Instagram looking for some content as well, and they already got clips from the Love in Detroit reunion already. They only had four seasons, not 4 seasons, 4 episodes. Nobody wasn't watching it. Let's see. He said there would definitely be an end. The courts might want to let him off the hook, but absolutely they cannot. This is gonna end. It's supposed to for the cast, the criminals, the lower ones, and the liars. Okay. Martell can get a public defender because he's on the show, and they feel like he can. That he can afford a lawyer. Okay. Okay. And if Ralph isn't lying, then she did that, so the house will have to be sold, and he couldn't live there. Okay. All right, Sanjay Queen. In Philly, you have to pay court fines. Well, they should do something to Martell here. Martell, Ralph, and Destiny. So they just playing with the courts, in my opinion. Okay, we're going to stick a dot in that just for a second here. Now, I did just want to show y'all this here. Wait a minute. They asked Drew, how does she feel about Mia Thornton coming on the show? Now, this is her response. I think she's looking for somebody she met with. So let's take a look here. Wait a minute. So, how do you guys feel about Mia Thornton coming on? How would y'all feel about Mia Thornton coming on to Real Housewives of Atlanta? Let me know what y'all think. This is Drew's response.
I don't know the trouble she had in Potomac. That's not my business. But, I'm always open for new girls coming into the circle. I was a new girl at once, so let's open the door and see what Mia got, I don't know the trouble she had in Potomac. That's not my business. But, I'm always open for new girls coming into the circle. I was a new girl at once, so let's open the door and see what Mia got, I think when you think of Real Housewives of Atlanta, you think of Nene Leakes. When you think of Nene Leakes, you think of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I feel like we are missing that voice. You know, I think when you think of Real Housewives of Atlanta, you think of Nene Leakes. When you think of Nene Leakes, you think of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I feel like we are missing that voice. You know, I think when you think of Real Housewives of Atlanta, you think of Nene.
So, what do y'all think? You said no meal thought on my question. Hello, Laura T. My tea sipper. The end game for Martell is when Martell has supervised visits. Okay, okay. You said no Mia Thornton. Okay. Let me see what you said. I wouldn't mind Mia on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay. No Mia be lying. Please, Drew needs to worry about keeping her peach. Okay. No Mia, no more heifers on the television. I don't know if Andy will like Drew's Nene talk. Hmm. They said Nene is missing from the show. Um, Nell may not reschedule the family court case because he's already pleaded guilty. Okay. Well, I would be subpoenaing KRE to prove that NARC is still employed to determine if a public defender is warranted. Okay. Mia needs to be gone. Okay. I think right now I would be okay with Nene coming back. I think they need to step it up a little bit. I don't know too much about Mia, but I would be okay with Nene coming back. I would be okay. Bring back the old cast to roll. Okay, I would be okay with that. Candy now, Mimi, yeah, I would be okay with that. Because these new ones on here, these newbies, I'm not, I told you I'm on the fence. I am on the fence with the newbies. I am. I'm on the fence, guys. Just being honest. Now, I did want to talk about this, guys. I don't like women who don't have like self confidence in themselves. I would, my whole thing is this right here. If somebody can take your husband and then, take your husband, your man, he was never your man anywhere if somebody can take him. I've always been taught that. That's always been my motto. If somebody can take him, he was never yours. Angela she's like, I'm not going to invite Porsha to my house because she's already talking about she can sleep with my husband. Why are you letting that come out your mouth, Angela? You letting her think that you scared that she gonna take your man. I can't. Now Angela, she know better. She knows better. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know why she keep letting letting Porsha get in her head like this. Porsha is on the brain. Porsha is on the brain. Porsha is on the brain. When I say Porsha's on the brain, she's on the brain because she seems to think that she can take her husband. Um, and she should not be feeling like that to me. What y'all think? What do y'all think? Would y'all let another woman know that she could take your man? Just asking. Would you let another woman know that she could take your man? Just asking. I'm just asking y'all. Would y'all let someone know that they can take your man? Um, Now, this is what she's saying, y'all. Now she's saying Porsha is a whore. That's what she said. She said Porsha is a whore.
Oh, that was a sniper shot. Like, yo, like, so what is she meant it though?
What is your thought process to come to that statement?
I just, that's the immediate reaction. I don't care who says it, right? If anyone says that, I'm like, wait a minute, that's horse activities. So that was my immediate reaction. And I know she said she was inebriated and she was just having fun, but I don't have fun like that with my friends.
I understand.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes you got to know what people's comfortability or play level is before you say certain things, even if you do it in jest. And you can blame it on the alcohol, but
Listen, when I get drunk, you know what I do? I tell people how much I love them. And I hug people. I'm like, you guys are the best. I'm not out here like, I'm going to bang that guy's wife. Because he would whip my ass.
Yes. So, no. Didn't like it.
So when you go home, what was the convo like with Charles?
He went off. She don't know me. Keep my name out your mouth. All of that, because he didn't deserve that.
Right.
He didn't deserve first of all, he's not accessible. And for her to say that, it's as though, anybody can do it. It was just disrespectful to him. And he's really big on respect.
Okay. I'm asking out of pure ignorance here, so forgive me. But what did she mean by she better stop, or like, what was the better stop in reference?
I don't know. The only thing I heard with my own ears was I should fuck Charles. I didn't hear, anything before that or after that, because I was putting on my clothes going downstairs to confront the bear. Yeah.
So do you hear this for the first time when it comes on actual TV, or did you hear about it while you were actually there?
I heard it while I was there.
Oh.
Yeah. And I immediately went to confront it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Like on site.
It's my husband.
I hear that.
I don't play those games. I honor my husband, my marriage, my house. I'm a woman first, but my family is right behind me.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
What do you think prompted her to say that?
I mean, that's what whores do.
Okay, guys. So, do you think that Porsha meant that she would sleep with her husband, or that she can sleep with her husband? What do you think she meant by that with Angela? So, do you think Angela is going to forgive her for saying that? I don't think Angela's going to forgive her for saying that. I think Angela's going to keep talking about it. Angela is not going to let it go. That's just my opinion. I don't think Angela's going to let it go. So that's going to be my opinion. Hello, Deborah Randall, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. Some people can be called 304s, but others get the kid gloves treatment. With people saying no slut shaming. Right. The same thing with Evelyn from Basketball Wives. What is the other girl name that she's a Muslim? Brittany Renner. Same thing with her. Same thing with her. Hello, baby girl, 1981, my mind. Hello, hello. Porsha was giving her a warning. She will sleep with her husband. Them legs open like salon doors. Angela lying. Charles didn't say that, in the way Charles talked to her, he doesn't want her either. I don't think so either. But get this. Angela invites Porsha over to her house, but not the house that with her and Charles. She invites her over to her rental property. She doesn't want Porsha nowhere near her house. So she must be scared that Porsha can do it. Listen to what she says. She invites Porsha over to her rental property. Porsha can't come to the house no more because Charles is there. Listen to this.
I decided to meet Porsha at my rental property today because under no circumstances will I invite a woman who says she'll my husband to my home.
Is this your daughter?
This is my daughter.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, nice to
Hi,
meet you.
nice to meet you. Oh my God, you even sound like your mommy.
Where's the racket? Are you ready?
How are you? As soon as I met Angela, I liked her. Like, to me, she's a bad bitch. I'm glad that she and I have come to some sort of understanding, and maybe we can form a friendship so that way she don't have to just be friends with Drew.
To hit the ball, you gotta get behind it. Okay. She actually a professional.
It's giving Power Ranger slash bad bitch Serena Williams look. Woo! This need to be bigger. What would Serena do?
Ow! You just scored a point.
That was out. That's
That
a
was
little too
out.
heavy. Wait, who won?
It's a tie.
Now how she get a tie? Angela's arms are very long. That wingspan. Like, she was reaching over the net for some of those balls.
She didn't know Big Bird could play tennis. But I didn't know a Snuffleupagus could play tennis either. Porsha kind of, brought her game.
How many daughters you have?
2.
Is this the one who got married?
Yes.
How long she been married?
Since November.
How did you find out? You never told me.
Found out through your grandmother.
So they really try to throw me under the bus, huh?
Something I should know.
Everybody's making it a bigger deal than I am. Nothing's changed.
You're married. My daughter is happy. Her partner is a sweet girl. But Amari expressed to me that I am a helicopter parent, so she didn't want to tell me in a bout of rebellion and just asserting herself as an adult.
You should celebrate it now that you know.
The lie of it all. The lie. Like, you lied to me. I definitely don't want to find myself in a situation where my daughter feels that she can't share. And I want her to know that I am here in her corner no matter what. Yes! I decided to meet Porsha, my rental property today, because under no circumstances will I invite a woman who says she'll my husband to my home.
Is this your daughter?
This is my
Oh my gosh.
Hi, nice to
Hi,
meet
nice
you.
to meet you. Oh my God, you even sound like your mommy.
Where's the racket? Are you ready?
How are you? As soon as I met Angela, I liked her. Like, to me, she's a bad bitch. I'm glad that she and I have come to some sort of understanding, and maybe we can form a friendship so that way she don't have to just be friends with Drew.
To hit the ball, you gotta get behind it. Okay. She actually a professional.
It's giving Power Ranger slash bad bitch Serena Williams look. Woo! This need to be bigger. What would Serena do?
Ow! You just scored a point.
That was out. That's
That
a
was
little too
out.
heavy. Wait, who won?
It's a tie.
Now how she get a tie? Angela's arms are very long. That wingspan. Like, she was reaching over the net for some of those balls.
She didn't know Big Bird could play tennis. But I didn't know Snuffleupagus could play tennis either. Porsha kind of, brought her game.
How many daughters you have?
2.
Is this the one who got married?
Yes.
How long she been married?
Since November.
How did you find out? You never told me.
Found out through your grandmother.
So they really try to throw me under the bus, huh?
Something I should know.
Everybody's making it a bigger deal than I am. Nothing's changed.
You're married. My daughter is happy. Her partner is a sweet girl. But Amari expressed to me that I am a helicopter parent, so she didn't want to tell me in a bout of rebellion and just asserting herself as an adult.
You should celebrate it now that you know.
The lie of it all. The lie. Like, you lied to me. I definitely don't want to find myself in a situation where my daughter feels that she can't share. And I want her to know that I am here in her corner no matter what. Yes! I decided to meet Porsha at my rental property today because
rental ain't shaming nobody. I'm just saying, people honest who get unalive or hunch on a significant other. Some women will end. They sure will. These women out here, they fight over these men. We ain't gonna even be friends with that hot pea. No, mama. You said no? Cece said that Angela and Charles don't live together. It's a rumor. Okay, I agree with her. Hello, Black Rose. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Angela knows that Porsha can get Charles if she wants him. It was for if I was Porsha, I would do it for the hell of it. You said you would do it for the hell of it, my sweet? What? Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, y'all. I do apologize about that. So, let's see here. So, how do y'all feel about that? Make sure you guys hit the like button as you're coming in. Thank you, Black Rose. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So you said other women would tell you not to have women in the house. Now you know some women they they see a good thing going on. Should they? Some women will try to do that. I'm not gonna even tell no story, no lie here. They will. They won't. What you got? You said yes. I don't like Angela, and then I would send him back to her because Angela's too hellbound on that. She's scared that Porsha will sleep with Charles. You don't have no faith in your husband? You really know your daughter Angela and Porsha are not going to be friends because Porsha is hating on Drew for nothing. Okay, I heard that too. I've never seen them just sitting and relaxing anywhere. He's either cooking, working out, or visiting a construction site. Yes, I don't know. They just don't look right together. And Charles is too nonchalant for me. Destiny was kissing what the girl asked and still couldn't get her to lend her $20K. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought that she was going to at least give her a car. If one of my friends if I'm a so-called millionaire, allegedly, and I'm giving away 2 cars, right? I know my friend car's not working or something wrong with it. I would have gave my friend one of those cars. She said they paid $25K a piece for each one of them. Why wouldn't she give Destiny one of them cars? Destiny always at all of her TikTok lives or in her TikTok lives with her. Why wouldn't you even, try to promote Destiny products? You said you was a girls, you all about helping and all that sisterhood. Why don't you promote some of Destiny products on your live? Why wouldn't you give her one of those cars? Just saying. Just saying. Well, y'all seen the sneak peek that man came up and was telling Charles and Angela that Charles is messing with a woman in New York. And they was trying to tell the man to get out of there. And Angela was talking about let the man stay. She wanted to hear what the man had to say. But I don't think that she will leave Charles. Even if she found out that Charles was cheating with her with another woman in New York, she is just like Rashida and Yandy. She's not going to leave Charles. And she did not leave Charles when he had a baby. What makes you think that she would leave him if he was cheating on her? That's the same thing. Maybe she had family that needed a car. Well, they got one. That could be true too. Okay, well, let's put it. Why won't she promote none of Destiny's products on her live? Just saying. Why won't she promote none of Destiny's products on her live? Just asking a question, y'all. She knows Destiny's going through it. She could help her out by trying to promote some of her products on her live, on her TikTok live. Just saying. Just saying. 221 likes, 110 in the chat. Thank you. Now, who's going to be on the TikTok live for our Melody tomorrow? Who is going to be on there? Let me see, where is she at? Is everybody registered for the TikTok live? Is everybody registered for the TikTok live? Let's see what she got going on. Wait a minute, guys. Let me bring it up here. Let me bring it up here. Let's see what she got going on. Let's see what Mel got going on. Vegan pineapple body oil. She has a gingerbread body wash. She will have the travel size body oils tomorrow. Let's see.
Register yet. You need to over to my TikTok, Melody Sheree 11, and register for my live on this Saturday. Oh my gosh, we're doing something I never thought I would do, which was dropping travel and sample size body oils and body butter.
So she redoing travel size oils and body butter. So travel size body butter and oils.
She did. Alright, look, I have some more great news for you guys. Y'all see it? Yes. That's right, baby. SAB shorts, honey.
Mel is a marketing
You know we got this right here, pink and black. Get ready to grab yours tomorrow. Zipper on the side. Yes, yes. Get ready.
Okay.
All right, I have some great news for you guys. Y'all see it? Yes.
You wake up, housed up.
So she'll have the travel size body butters tomorrow in the oil. Okay, now I don't know about those shorts. I don't know. Maybe if I'm working out, I would do the shorts. Maybe that. Or maybe if I put some, I might get those and just put some biker shorts underneath them. Now you can wear those. You can wear those shorts with biker shorts. Hello, Carla. D Nasty do not have any products to sell. Those are all Baba products. Okay, okay, Carla. No, Milch. No, me tired. Okay. Mel will be now. I might. Who was this from? Okay, Linda. Thank you. So let's take a look here. Wait a minute. So they kind of say that Charles. Wait a minute, y'all. Okay, wait a minute. All right, Carla. Let's see here. You said Charles doesn't want that 304 Porsche. They say she has a lot of Atlanta miles on her. Okay. Hello, follow me, Black TV. The Porsche seems to be around. While sizing Angela up. Yeah, we gonna see here. Let me see here. So they're saying that Porsche and Charles had a secret fling. So so maybe that's what maybe Angela knows about the secret fling. Maybe Angela knows. But see, Angela again, she's just like to me. She's just like Yandy and Rashida. She wants to keep her marriage together. She wants to keep the marriage together. She wants to keep the marriage together. So even if that's true, I don't think Angela will ever say anything about it until it gets brought to her. Because she didn't say that about that baby. Okay, wait a minute. So let's take a look at this for 1 second. I guess Porsche and Charles had a secret fling. Shout out to Lakeisha. Shout out to Lakeisha.
This heathen, this whore, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Porsha Thotlandia Williams in the building. Y'all, this is a hot mess and it is just giving way too much. But I feel like it's giving, we had a secret fling and you didn't want me. And now I'm about to tell your wife because something just ain't adding up. It ain't adding up. And it seems like she's been thirsting for Charles for weeks and weeks and weeks. Now, isn't this kind of interesting? A woman who allegedly snatched some woman's husband, snatched some woman's husband and stole him. Well, she didn't really steal him, but y'all get, what I'm saying. And now again, she's portraying this same nasty hooker image. Something just ain't adding up. I'm wondering, because they're trying to paint the picture that Charles Oakley is such a cheater. Did he cheat with Porsha? Because I just don't understand where the energy for somebody else's husband when you ain't got one. Well, you got one, but you can't keep them. You can't keep them. So yeah, you somehow get them, but you can't keep them. Okay. Whatever happened to Porsha? The Porsha that said she wouldn't even talk to a woman's husband without getting permission from that woman. But baby, it ain't seeming like you're doing that now. It seems like you are targeting women's husbands, telling women you gonna F they husbands.
Some things are just common sense of how to behave around a married couple. Mm-hmm. And for me, I don't even like to stand and look someone's husband eye to eye and carry on more than a 3-minute conversation. Mm-hmm. So when we go to exchange telephone numbers, like I was telling somebody the other day, every type of communication that you have with this couple needs to go through the wife. And you should know that at some point in your life. And if you overstep that boundary, then your intentions were wrong from the beginning. That's where I see it. Some things are just common.
Now, isn't this crazy? Porsha wanted to give I Have a Dream speeches of how a woman should carry herself when she ain't carry herself like SHIT. But, when she was married to Cordell, I guess she was pretty much telling us who she wished she could be, because deep down inside, or I don't know, did the Holt break out, or where did the Holt come from? I feel like the Holt was already in there, because the woman that she's giving us now is definitely not the I Have a Dream speech wife. This is given Thoughtlandia, and that is exactly who she told us she was, okay? The self-proclaimed Thoughtlandia of Georgia. Her legs is always open. That's what they say. They say she's most comfortable with her legs in the air. Did Porsha have a secret fling with Charles Oakley? Because I just feel like we're going to find that out next season, because something just is not adding up. And you know who didn't make it any better? Do you know who didn't make this situation any better? SHAMEA. Because listen, how do you make a joke about your friend who already said she gonna F that woman's husband, but for you to make a joke out of the very situation as if it wasn't already inappropriate?
I love it.
Who has a Porsche?
Oh, I don't have a Porsche.
He has his eye on something.
Yeah, he does. He does. He does.
I'm so petty. He got an eye on a Porsche, right? Not Porsche. Stop it. Stop.
So how disrespectful is that? He has his eye on Porsha or Porsche. Now, this is SHAMEA. This is SHAMEA saying that, what the psychic asked was, did he have his eye on a Porsche? Because obviously, she reads and, looks into the future or whatnot. Now, for some reason, SHAMEA thought that was a good joke to say, does he have his eye on a Porsche or Porsche? Tell me why. Why would that be a good joke? Help me out, please, for the people in the back, for the slow people, because I'm not understanding why that would have been a good joke. So are we going to find out something about Porsha and Charles Oakley? Because they really bringing out a lot of information, and it seems like they are setting the stage for what we may see next. Because we know SHAMEA and Porsha, honey, they got some secrets.
Then what about the moment when you actually realize?
Okay, do y'all think that Porsha has already slept with Charles? Yeah, I think Porsha already slept with him before. Do you think if she did, Do you think Charles is keeping it a secret, or do you think Angela already knows? And they gonna pop it out, and they're gonna tell it on here. Let's see. He said Melanie has taken District of 7 Avenue duty to a whole nother level. She sure have. Now I think I can get away with the shorts if I put on some biker shorts underneath. I believe they trying to say that Porsha was a fling Capricorn flower. You said it seems like these men like 304, they're snagging all of the celebs. Yeah, that's what it seems like to me. I think they like women like this. I think they like the loose women. You said Cherie had an affair with Charles, but it didn't work out. So did Angela know they had an affair? I meant playing around. I don't think Porsha and Charles connected intimate, but they do know each other. But Porsha may know the other woman. Okay. Now they was trying to say SHAMEA was doing something too before she got married. They said SHAMEA allegedly and for entertainment purposes only was messing with people's husbands. Allegedly, that's what they said. I just can't get over the jealousy, and now another large one is calling someone a 304 when they probably been one all of their lives. Okay. Patricia T, she was trying to take me under her wing, and my dad had to let me know about her. Okay. Porsha don't have no secret, nothing with Charles. He was smashing Sheree. Was he smashing Sheree while he's married to Angela? Porsha should be ashamed if that's true. 304s are always trying to groom younger women to be like them. They sure are. 223 likes and 130 in the chat. Charles was with Sheree, so what's the difference? That's her, the big thing. But was he with Sheree while he was with Angela? Why he was married to Angela? You said exactly, Deborah? You said, yes, I'm registered. Okay. I believe Wendy Williams. I do too. I believe Wendy as well. My dad wasn't going to let that happen. Okay. He said no. Hello, Patricia. No. Anyone on those loose women that get with celebrity relationship doesn't last long. They dispose of them and move to the next one. They sure do. They don't be with them that long. You said Keisha's gonna find herself in the same boat as Tasha K. Yeah, that's why I said everything on this channel are alleged and for entertainment purposes only. All alleged. It's all, I don't know. Like I said, all of these celebrity people are alleged and for entertainment purpose. All of them sleep around each other. I don't know what it is about Hollywood. All of these people, they sleep around each other. Everybody is sleeping with everybody. Or if y'all, if y'all got different circles you hang with, I guess it's a thing. I guess it's a man shortage. If, you're not messing with them no more, I guess the other woman don't care if you mess with them. I guess that's how they doing things now. I guess that's how Hollywood do stuff. That's the only thing I can assume. That's the only thing I can assume here. It looks like it's going to be World Women of Drama. Oh yeah. But you know what? I have found someone had a picture of Kelly on here, and Kelly, she looks really nice without all these fillers and things. Let me know what y'all think. This is how Kelly used to look without all the fillers. But guys, don't she look nice? I don't think she needed the fillers. Look how Kelly used to look compared to now. I think she looked very good. I don't think she needed all of that. I think she got stuff allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. I guess this is how Kelly used to look, and this is how she look now. I like this better. Let me know what y'all think. I like that better. What y'all think? Let me know what y'all think. Y'all like Kelly, you know how she used to look, or y'all like the new look with her face? I liked the old look with her face. Just being honest, I liked the old look. She got some done to her chin, allegedly. You know, she got Botox put up here and here, and then she got her nose done. I guess she didn't like her nose. So this is the more of like Michael Jackson nose compared to this one. I guess she didn't like her nose. So, you know, but I like this one better. I like this. But hey, go off. Do what you want to do. Go off. Do what you want to do. Let me know. Let me know. Do y'all like did y'all like Angela that way? Now look, and then not to get off the subject, y'all. Now, this is ICE trying to deport a Latino woman. Now if we do this, try to bogart and hold on to somebody, they'll be pulling out pows on us. They'll be having all type of mace, everything. Now look at these people right here. I don't see there's no house style. There's no house style, y'all. Look at this. Now just imagine some black people doing this. They would have been called all type of police on us. They would have had dogs out. They would have called all type of bag up. Now look at this.
Holy Mary, Mother of God.
Now, they're trying to keep us from the Latino one. Look at ICE. They have been throwing us any which way but loose. They would have dogs, paddy wagons. And they would have been told us to get back and they're going to start power. Do none of them. They would never let us get that close to their car. How are you? No warrant. They don't need a warrant, ma'am. Holy Mary, Mother of God. Now y'all see when they go to do something to them, they don't try to harm them or nothing. Now y'all see all them Caucasian and Latino people crowding around them, you know, the police and them. Now, that would have been some black people. They would have brung out dogs, mace, and everything. They would have called for backup and everything. They don't try to hurt them, but if it's some black people doing that, they would have been called for backup. Police would have been all over there. They wouldn't have let you get near their car, none of that. They don't do that to the Caucasian people when they do that. When it's a lot of them like that, they do not do none of that. They don't be trying to push them, be hostile towards them or nothing. Now they got this lady because she was wanted by ICE, the mother. So they was trying to put, go around, all the people get around her so ICE couldn't take her. I didn't see none of them police officers being hostile towards them people or nothing. Do nothing. They didn't threaten to arrest none of them, nothing. But let that be some black people. Honey, it would have been all type of arrest. Just saying it's a different way than how they arrest us. And if there's a crowd of us, we going to jail. Just saying. You said you registered already, that the lady? Okay. You said, I feel like the show has gone down. Okay. Kelly was naturally beautiful. Yes. Yeah, she looked, I liked her the other way. I don't like all this stuff she got on. Well, I don't tell nobody what to do with their face. I like the original Kelly better. Yes. Now, I don't want to tell nobody what to do with their face, but I'm just saying. He said, no, she hasn't. He said, Saddam ripping families apart. Yes. He said, no, she hasn't. Hello, Yolanda. Yeah, so they gonna let us get that close to them ever. They will not let a lot of us get close like that to them, especially no police. They would have been having pepper spray dogs. They would have called for bag up. People would have went to jail. And none of them, they weren't hostile towards none of them people or anything. So it just shows you, and that's why I'm on the 4 to 5 year arrest. I don't care what the hell they do. They can tear the country apart. I don't give a shit. What that's gonna do? We didn't march and broke our backs. Our grandmothers, great grandmother, they didn't march. They wore, shit. They didn't wore their damn heels off of their fucking shoes marching. What good did that do? Nothing. They didn't marched out of 2 and 3 pair of shoes. No. We gonna set this out. Y'all got this. Shit, they done marched the damn soul off they goddamn shoes. No. And then a lot of the rights that people got is because of the Civil Rights Act. But do they care? No. I'm not walking no souls off no more. I'm not doing shit. My grandmother them walked the soul off their damn shoes and every damn thing. No man. Do what y'all want to do. Have y'all way. You tell you the truth, I don't care what they do. I don't care what they do. I do not care. Do what you want to do. I don't care. Yeah, they would have had the paddy wagon out there for us. Yep, they want a truck. You know what? It's sad to say, I don't care what they do. Whatever they want to take, cut, segregate, whatever. I don't give a shit. Do it. do it. I don't care. And that's bad to say, but I don't care, y'all. I don't care. Like I say, my grandmother, them, great grandmother, them, aunties and uncle, they walked the soles off of their damn shoes. And was it for nothing? You know? So I don't care. I'm not marching. I'm not doing shit. Nothing. I'll look on the TV and see what they're doing. That's about it. You know, more power to you. You know, I don't care what they do. Then Trump gonna have a parade for his birthday. Who going to the damn parade? He want to be a dictator so damn bad it don't make no sense. Excuse me, the orange man. He having a parade for his birthday like those other dictators do. Big old parade. Don't nobody like your orange ass. All the truckers are getting laid off because there's no loads. UPS workers are getting laid off. And I think they put to start laying off post office workers. I think so. So, the hell with it. I don't care. I do not care. You said, I don't think that Stormy would ever help. She remembers the first time she met her and how nasty Destiny was to her. Hello, Wendy Cloud Booker. Hello. Wendy, I'm just, I just feel like this. My grandmother, they marched. And, I don't want to say it was in vain, but I'm just wore out with these people. They can do what they want to do. I just, whatever. It's just so much, it is. I said, I'm not getting out there marching. I'm not getting out there doing nothing. Then they making these TikToks. Why aren't the black people out here? What y'all want us to go out there and do? We're not going to get pepper spray, dog sick on us. We're not going to go to jail. No, we did what we were supposed to do in November. Y'all didn't do what y'all supposed to do, so y'all figure it out. We tired of trying to figure it out. We're not going to figure it out no more. Y'all figure it out. We're not going to do it no more. We tired. So we're going to set this out for the next 4 or 5 years. We're going to set it out. Maybe I'll change my mind after 4 or 5 years. Maybe that. Maybe, But I don't think that we're going to go out there and march no more. We're not going to get hurt or put in jail no more. Who knows? We'll see what happens in 4 or 5 years. But right now, no. We keep hearing about all this stuff that they're doing. I just look at it and keep it moving. Whatever. Do what you want to do. What are we drinking in the chat? Right now, I'm not drinking nothing right now. I will be drinking in a little bit. I'm going to be drinking in a little bit. It's Mother's Day weekend, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the chat, grandmothers, aunties. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Happy Mother's Day. And remember, guys, if you guys are new to my channel, like the video, share the video, and become a subscriber. I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber, think about becoming a subscriber so you can become a T-Drop. You will love it over here. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Everybody's opinion matters over here. We can agree to disagree. I don't want people agreeing with me, because it's my channel. You have your own opinion. We're critical thinkers over here. So no answer is wrong. If that's how you feel about something I'm talking about, that's how you feel. Because, I want everybody to have their own opinions about things. I don't want people just agreeing with me in my chat. I don't want that. I want you to be your authentic self. Say what you feel. Don't just agree because the next person says something. Say what you want to say. There's no right or wrong answer. As long as everybody's being respectful, that's fine. We can agree to disagree. You said Lakeisha doing too much, Black Rose? Okay. I'm gonna be drinking me cup water in a minute. I'm gonna be drinking a cup water in a minute. Yeah, this is Mother's Day weekend. So, like I told you guys, I done got my son baby shower all squared away. But that was stressing me the heck out. So, thank God I got that done. You know, I'm going to get some food and other people bring some food. I'll get some drinks and stuff. Shoot, I'm tired. I'm wore out now. I done got old. I done told him that. No, I'm going to buy some food and I'm going to, I make a good taco salad that everybody likes. So I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna do some mac, and that's it. I'm gonna buy the chicken. My sister can make something, so I'm gonna order the cake, and that, and it's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. Let's see. This is May. Oh, my little peanut gonna be here in 2 months. My little peanut, my little grandbaby gonna be here in 2 months, July 17th. He'll be here, or he might come before, but I need to get this baby shower on out the way so I can have that checked off. Y'all, and Diddy, y'all see Diddy. Diddy here is great. He, you start to get gray hair, that's from a lot of worrying. He is worried. He is not used to living like that. But, they don't got no jurors. They said that a lot of the juries, have heard about the case. One of the jurors they can't find. Diddy might be getting off because they can't find nobody to do the case. Nobody who haven't heard about the case or haven't heard a story about it, anything. So I don't know. He might be getting off, y'all. What y'all think? What y'all think? Y'all think Diddy gonna get off? Because one of the jurors ran off. Or what? Well, I ain't gonna say ran off. They can't find her. Y'all think Diddy is going to get off? Look how Diddy here is almost white. Yeah, he's in his 50s, yeah. Now, I got some gray strings, but not like that. But I do a rinse in my hair, but not like that. Diddy here is white. So maybe, I don't know if he was putting a rinse on there, but this is how they say he looked, y'all. This is what they say he looked like. Now, I don't know if this is true. Allegedly, this is how they say he looked. I don't know. Allegedly, we just gonna say alleged. This is what, alleged. This is alleged how he supposed to look. Alleged. He looks kind of, let me know what y'all think. He looks. Right. We black people already know how the world feels about us. That's why we got to be smarter. Right. Now they coming out here. Do y'all think Smokey Robinson did this? Now, why y'all want to come out here? This man is 78 years old, 79 years old. Well, look, if somebody did something, okay. But why y'all waiting for all these years, decades and decades to come out and say that this man did something? This don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Back then, these people were doing all type of upper, I'm going to say rugs. They were doing rugs, back there in the rock and roll days. So, people were doing stuff, allegedly, these rock stars and whatever. So now Smokey Robinson gets 78 years old. Now, all of a sudden, these people that got great. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about Smokey. Y'all think Smokey did something to somebody? Y'all think Smokey did something? You said I heard, well, he's 85. Okay, 85. I don't know, but I don't think Smokey did. I'm just gonna. I don't know. Y'all think Smokey did something? Let me know if y'all think Smokey did something. You say he's 85? Okay. Now, why do you wait till this man get 85 years old? You're talking about he did something. Why are y'all waiting till this man get this age? He said that's how the man that age look without hearings. Okay. All right. All right. I don't know what's happening to these jurors in these cases. You know, if you ain't got no jury, y'all don't know how the case is supposed to go on. Now, they've been doing all type of documentary theory about this, so I'm sure everybody heard, you know, one or the other about this case. So I don't know how they're gonna find somebody who ain't heard about the case. So I don't know. He might get off, y'all. He might. Let me know what y'all think. After working for 14 or 20 years for him. Right. Then all of a sudden, here go the allegations. I'm just going to say allegations because you're proven innocent till you're found guilty. You're innocent until you're found guilty. So we shall see. We shall see. All right, guys. We've been on here for 2 hours and 19 minutes. All right, guys. I'm going to get off of here and take me a little nap here. I might be back on a little later. But I thank each and every one of you guys for coming over here to my live. Also, if you didn't hit the like button on your way in, please hit it on your way out. Follow me on my other platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, Drop the T. Also, if you're not subscribed to my channel, think about becoming a subscriber. And also, like the video and share the video, guys. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye for now.